Hi, welcome to Coeus Education, one-click solution for all your IELTS queries. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you today to the short journey on an introduction to IELTS examination. What is IELTS? Well, the full form of IELTS is International English Language Testing System. It is co-owned by British Council, IDP Education Australia and University of Cambridge ESOL examination. In IELTS examination, you will be facing 4 different modules: listening, reading, writing and speaking, which are further categorized into 2 more sections: academic and general. Academic is for the people who wish to give examination to go abroad for further studies. For example, if a student wants to go to Canada or Australia for their further education, they will give IELTS academic. And the people who want to migrate on the basis of their skills or their work permit, then those people will give general module examinations. Are you all ready? Let's take a journey inside the IELTS and how they count your marks and how your paper is being judged. All the 4 categories are marked from 9 possible bands. Alright, first on list is listening section. Now, listening section has 4 different sections in it, and altogether it will have 40 questions. The test will run for approximately 30 minutes. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer all your answers into an answer sheet. Do not write anything on the answer sheet unless the CD or the audio aid tells you to do, because if you do so, there is a chance that you might do some mistakes and may lose your marks for that. Headphones will be provided by the examination bodies. Some of the examination bodies, like IDP Australia, do not provide headphones. Instead, they do it on a big scale room with loudspeakers in it. However, that's only in Australia. In India, IDP follows the same rules and regulation and same guidance as British Council does. The questions asked in IELTS listening section are either fill in the blanks or multiple choice questions, which are noted over here as MCQs. Listen to the instructions really carefully and start writing as you hear the answers. Now, there is also one thing you have to be very careful, especially when writing the answers. They are, make sure all the answers you have written are in the capital block letters. Now, it's not a compulsory protocol to do so, but this is the method which I teach my students, and it is what I have been following for myself as well. It removes the errors. For example, if some people like to write in cursive handwritings, there is a chance that the paper checkers do not understand your handwriting, and even though the answer is right, because they didn't understand what has been written, they will put as a wrong answer. So one has to be really careful while writing the letters. Secondly, if a blank has 2 answers, you do not have to write any commas or n in between. It is already given in the question paper. So all you have to do is put 2 answers and leave some space in between, and the paper checker will know what you have written. One more thing you have to be really careful is that you do not have to cross this line over here. As you can see in the number 3 section, though the answer will be right, it will be marked as wrong answer, because paper checkers are given particular guidance of certain protocols which they have to follow, and this is one of them. Because this section will be read by computers, they do not allow any sort of tampering in it. So make sure you do not cross this line. Spelling and clear handwritings are important, and as I said, if you keep writing in block letters or capital letters, your answer won't be wrong. I can say that guaranteedly, because I have scored 9 bands in my IELTS listening examination test. Next on list is reading. Reading is divided into 2 categories: academic and general. The format remains the same for both this section as well. IELTS reading module has 3 passages, or others can say 3 different sections, totaling of total 40 questions altogether. The time allotted is 1 hour. Remember, no extra time will be allotted to transfer the answers into answer sheet as you will get in the listening examination. So make sure you write all your answers into the fair notebook and not into the question paper, because if you do not have allocated appropriate time at the end of the examination to transfer all your answers, you won't be marked. Those answers which are already transferred into the OMR sheets or the answer sheets will be marked. Others answered won't be marked. So you have to be really careful in this. Lots of students make this kind of mistakes. The question types which they will be asking you in the reading sections are fill in the blanks, finding appropriate heading for the paragraphs, multiple choice question, true false not given, and yes no not given. To write the answers, you have to follow similar rules what we've seen in the IELTS listening module. All the rules and regulations remains the same. Capital block letter answers, you do not have to cross the line, and as earlier which I said, spelling and clear handwritings are very important. Next on the list is IELTS writing. IELTS writing is again divided into 2 sections, academic and general. Now the format is a bit different when it comes to academic writing and general writing. Let's take academic writing for first. In academic writing, you will be given 2 tasks which you have to finish in 1 hour. Task 1 will be around data writing, and you have to write a minimum of 150 words. Task 2 will be essay writing, and you have to write at least 250 words. Remember, words count are important, so make sure you write all the words very correctly and do not miss out, because short script won't be marked. Short script will face negative marking, so make sure you write all the words very carefully. You will be marked in 4 categories when it comes to IELTS writing. Number 1 is task achievement, whether or not have you done what they have asked you to do. Number 2 is coherence and cohesion, which means your essay structure has been in a proper format or not. Number 3 is grammatical accuracy. You have to use all sort of different type of grammatical sentence and structures. You have to make sure you put punctuations and antonyms very carefully. 4th and most important is lexical resource. That is, you have to use sophisticated vocabulary while writing academic writing essay, because your marks will depend on those 4 categories. So you have to fulfill all these sections. You can see my other videos where I have taught this, where I am teaching different sections of IELTS academic module and how to form a perfect essay to score 7 bands and above. Second one is IELTS general writing. The format is pretty much same. Over here, instead of data writing in task 1, you have to write a letter. Letter can be of 2 types. Either it will be a formal letter or informal letter. The essay writing remains the same over here. Both the task formats have similar requirements in academic and in general. You will be given 1 hour again in general category as well. Timing is very crucial, so remember to finish in proper time. One more thing I forgot to add over here is IELTS data writing in writing section includes graphs, pie charts, process diagrams, flow diagrams or flow charts, tables, and different kind of statistical data. Essay writing can include categories such as agree or disagree essay, a discussion essay, compare and contrast essay, problem, reasons and solutions, causes and effect, and miscellaneous category. One has to understand all the questions and the demand of the question very carefully before they start writing the essay. The one easy thing to do is plan your essay ahead of your writing. That way it will save you time and energy while writing this section. The last section or last module in IELTS examination is of speaking. Speaking examination is divided into 3 different sections, a totaling of 15 to 20 questions in the entire examination. The examination will last anywhere from 11 minutes to 15 minutes. The IELTS examiner have to follow very strict protocols when it comes to timing. They cannot let you go before 11 minutes or keep you in the room for more than 15 minutes. So, the examiner will take only 11 to 15 minutes for IELTS examination. Make sure you are there at the examination venue 20 minutes ahead of your reporting time. That way, you will be saving some energy and you will be staying composed while speaking. The 3 sections which I talked earlier includes introduction. In this part, you have to give a brief introduction about yourself. Questions in this section can include about your neighborhood, your hometown, your job, study, your favorite food, sports, friends, etc. Be sure to create a good impression by answering these questions particularly well. If you cannot answer these questions well, you are telling the examiner that you are not prepared for the test. The section is called cue card or a description, as description speaking. In the middle of the cue card there will be a main question along with 4 ideas about what to talk about. You will be given 1 minute to prepare and to make notes. The examiner will provide you with paper and pencil to make notes, and then you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. You can refer to the notes while you are speaking. Remember to speak for at least 1.5 minutes. Again, timing depends on examiner to examiner. What I meant by that is I have seen in my life examiner who won't mind a candidate speaking for just over a minute, and there are certain people who are invigilators. They emphasize students to speak for at least 2 minutes while they are giving their examination. The third section is more like an interview. It will have a discussion, an argument, and a judgment due on your part. What I meant by that is the examiner will ask you more general abstracts and conceptual questions. These questions can ask you to give opinions or view related any topic. For example, what do you prefer, painting or photographs? And then they will ask you the follow-up questions. In speaking, remember to give long answers. Short answer like 1-word answers are not permitted. In fact, they will end up in not against your favor. So, be really careful in giving your IELTS examination. For any further queries, just send me an email or go to our IELTS Facebook website and like us over there. I'll be happy to answer all your queries. This is our first video in our YouTube channel, so I really apologize if there are any glitches in my voice. I'm trying to improve it. Don't forget to subscribe to gain access to lot more videos and lot more other stuff which will help you to clear your IELTS examination. I'll be posting some more videos related to IELTS examination, especially in writing and speaking section, because these are the 2 sections where I've seen students struggle a lot. I'll be also making some videos regarding the reading section and listening section. Hope this video has helped you and was informative. Again, thank you very much, and do not forget to subscribe the button. Just a link down here somewhere. Thank you.